Hello my friends, and welcome back to my cozy hardcore Minecraft world. I have built and accomplished many things in this world, however, I realized I am still missing one of the Minecraft basics. So today we are finally going to be building a farm and making a place for all of our little animal friends to live, including all three variants of each animal, so let's get right into it. We are on day 741 in this world, and I have yet to build a proper barn or area for my farm animals. In this village I built, I do have a little pig pen here, and I used to have a sheep pen over here, but all of the villagers hopped inside of it and it was really annoying, so I just broke it apart and we now have sheep everywhere. So I figured it is time to finally build a proper animal farm. And if we fly away, I want to put it over by the other village I'm working on now. And we'll do it over here in this big plains area. We've already got tons of animals here, and 2 episodes ago now, I did find some of the worm animal variants, and they're just chilling in a cave next to my nether portal, so we really need to get them a home. I'm gonna clear this copper up, and then we will start collecting some materials for this project. We are going to need quite a few materials for this project, so I have 5 empty shulker boxes ready to go, and we're gonna start with a bit of oak wood. I'm gonna fly around and probably just chop down a whole forest, and this looks like a good spot. I do already have about 5 stacks in my storage room, but I think we'll need a bit more than that, so I am going to commit a bit of deforestation. I think I'll also tear down some of these birch trees as well, just to have for future projects. This should be good, and if not, excuse me? Oh, not again! In my last video, I had 7 visits from pillagers. I'm so tired of pillagers. But anyways, this should be plenty of oak wood. If not, I can always come back. For our next materials, we're gonna have to visit our villagers. So let's quickly fly home and do a bit of trading. We're going to need some campfires from our fishermen and some bricks from our stonemasons to turn into brick blocks. This should be everything we need from trading. Now I'm just going to quickly harvest my wheat so we can make some packed mud. That's everything we need to gather, and I should have the rest of the materials in my storage room already. I'm gonna grab some spruce wood, a little bit of pale oak, a little bit of acacia, and we'll grab some stone variants including smooth stone, cobblestone, and I can go ahead and craft up some stone bricks. I also grabbed every single block of dirt and grass that I had so we can do a bit of terraforming. So now we can finally head over to our plains biome and start terraforming. Here we go again with the pillagers. I'm just trying to mind my own business and place dirt, and they won't leave me alone again. Really hope we don't have a repeat of the last episode because that was so annoying. It's happening again! I hate these guys so much. But this is how far we've gotten. I cut off the time lapse because it's gonna take forever and I'm not really doing the most exciting thing. Already gone through 3 shulker boxes of dirt. I had to go destroy a mountain to fill up some more, and I am slowly making my way through all of this. So I'm just gonna get back to it. And with that, the terraforming is finally done. That took a ridiculously long time. Now that we are finally done with terraforming, I can start laying down the plans. We'll have our pathway from that village connect up over here and come up this hill. I think we'll do some wheat fields around here. We'll have a little pig pen here with a big nice muddy area for them in this section. Over on this flat area, we'll build a barn for our cows, and the pathway will curve around here, and on this hill and that one we'll have 3 different chicken coops. We're gonna do a different coop for each chicken variant, and we'll have little hoppers collecting all of the eggs. And we'll also have a nice field for them to roam, but I do want to keep a few trapped in their coop just to collect all of the egg types. And this big flat area over here will build another barn for our sheep, and then underground we'll do a big automatic wool farm with all of the different wool colors. And all throughout this area we'll have different crop fields just so we can have some food for our animals. But that is the plan for this area. I think we're gonna start with the little cow barn over here. So let's get right into a time lapse. If you're new here, I am a very slow builder. I'm talking snail speed. Copper oxidizes before I'm done building. That's how slow I am. For reference, this time lapse I took with Replay Mod was originally an 8 times speed, and then in editing, I put that 8 times in 5 more times speed. So this is the result, and it's kind of ridiculous it takes me so long to build. So for the very first time ever, I planned out the entire farm build in a creative flat world just to save myself a little bit of time. Fun fact, I did not save any time. It still took me over 100 days for this whole project. And it kind of makes sense when you see that I'm being harassed by pillagers the entire time, and I actually almost died at this point. I didn't have any food in my hotbar, and I had my elytra on instead of my chest plate. So that was a little bit scary, but I managed to run away like a coward and get all of that sorted, so I survived and no problem. But with all of that aside, I think it's time to talk about the build itself. As with all of my build projects, I started by laying down the pillars first, just so I know where to fill in walls, and this time I used some stripped spruce logs. Then for the walls, I used a combination of stripped oak logs and some oak planks, and I love to do this to add some texture without adding any kind of crazy blocks, especially because I wanted this to look more like a classic barn with more of a neutral color palette to match the village I'm building nearby. Then for the roof, I just did an arched roof because, like I said, I wanted this to be a more classic barn. I outlined it in some stone bricks and filled it in with some spruce planks, and I really like this color combo, as you can probably tell from my other builds in this world. When I first designed this barn in my creative world, I didn't have any of the detailing. It was literally just outlined in stone brick and filled in with spruce, so I added in dormer windows on both sides, so I've got two little ones and a larger one in the center. And then I also added those stripes of stone bricks, and I think it really helped add more detail and make the whole thing come together. Now that we have our windows all in place, we need to go in and add a few more details. Let me craft up a few trapdoors, and we'll put some fences in the windows like this, with some trapdoors over that, and fences along these pillars, on these side windows as well as a few lanterns. And I think I want to put some flower pots up here, so we'll have to come back for that. And of course, we'll need some fences around here to keep our cows nice and safe. So they're gonna have these two covered outside areas, and on the inside, we'll connect this up here as well. And we'll put some lanterns scattered on top of those for some extra lighting, just like that. And if we come around this corner here, we have a ladder up to our little loft area, and we can put some fences there as well. And we'll put some hay bales up here. It'll be just decorative because cows can't climb ladders, obviously. And with that, the base of the structure is done. I love the way it looks. I went for a more classic barn shape, and we're gonna use a similar color palette to this for the rest of the builds, but we're gonna switch them up so they're all a bit different. I grabbed some wheat. Let's go ahead and bring some cows over here. I think I saw some in that direction. I lost my last hardcore world about 2 years ago while I was bringing cows back to my barn that I had just built, and I fell into a ravine.
Let's grab that pig, and we officially have a little barn parade. That's so cute. Oh, ew.
But that is not going to happen this time. That's why I terraformed first. Now let's go ahead and grab the warm variant cows I have over by my nether portal from 2 episodes ago. I feel bad that they're down in a cave. And we have another baby cow. Maybe I shouldn't have brought these guys in until I detailed the ground, but it's okay. I won't make any more cows, so I have plenty of room to work around them. Let me just clean up a bit of my stuff here. That is the cow barn done. Let's go ahead and start the chickens. We'll put them right over here. So I'm gonna do a time lapse of one, and then I'll build the other two. They're pretty much the same building with just very, very slight differences. So let me get right into that. This build is super tiny, so there's not a whole lot to say, but if you are enjoying the video so far, consider leaving a like and subscribing to let me know. And if you have any ideas for future builds or projects you'd like to see in this world, please feel free to leave those down in the comments below. And we now have the chicken coops all in place. We'll have one for each chicken variant. The acacia wood one will have the warm variants. The stone brick will have the regular chicken, and and then we'll have the cold variant chickens over in this one. I don't have any of those yet, but we will go get some soon. Before we put in any more builds, I want to start decorating this area, and to do that, I want to go find another pale garden, and I would love to find a creaking heart so we can use some resin to decorate with. I've got my inventory cleared out. We're going to take a quick nap, and then we will head out in search of a pale garden. I know Fwip likes to put the resin on leaves and trees to make it look like little fruit trees, and that is super cool, but I think we could take that idea and put them on the ground, and it could just add a little bit more detail, look like we're scattering feed for our animals. So I'm hoping we'll find a creaking heart and we can start collecting a bit of resin. I also want to create some little fake barrels of food, and I think if we put some resin on top of podzol, that'll work out nicely. I think this is new terrain. I think we have gone too far. I know I found a pale garden before, just not sure where, but I do know it was around a snowy biome. So I'm hoping we'll run into it if I just fly around these mountains here. Oh, and there it is. Perfect. I think this might be a different one. Okay, this is very small. Oh, there's more. Oh, this is not very small at all. All right, let's hop down here. And I'm pretty sure I just have to start chopping trees until I find a creaking heart. Huh. The sounds of the vines breaking scared me. Ooh, and we can collect some more of the ender blossoms? Is that what they're called? We can collect some more of those spooky little flowers while we're here. As long as we can find one heart, we'll be able to craft more using some resin. This one looks promising. Nope. The sun is going down. Is this a bad idea to sit here and wait for one to spawn? Oh no. Oh no. Wait, I didn't expect that many. Wait, I'm so scared. If I hit him, I can make him spawn in some resin, and then I think I'm gonna fly away and sleep. Okay, it's going in that direction. I'm gonna run. Oh. That was so scary. I've obviously never dealt with a creaking before, if you couldn't tell. Let's go try the pale garden again. Okay, how far away did I fly? Definitely overreacted a bit there. Where did it go? Pretty sure this is the spot where I was, and I almost died. Oh, oh, I see resin. Please tell me there's a heart in here. That's a heart, right? Oh, cool. Now that we're not in any imminent danger, I was thinking we can use resin on the ground, just scattered around, and we can pretend that's animal feed for all of our chickens and such. Okay, so we got the main thing we came here for, but since I already flew over here, I'm gonna look for some more flowers. Oh, the fallen leaves look really cool in the pale garden. I love that. These could be used in like a little cobble path design. That would be so cool. Too bad I don't live here. A bit too dangerous for me. I have not seen a single flower yet. It's a bit disappointing. See some lava, and I don't want this to burn down the whole forest, so let me just... Oh no, it's already burning. Ah! I see some. I will take all of these. Almost a full stack of eye blossoms. Let's get out of here. I made it home and I stopped by my villagers to heal up all of my tools, and I was ready to start decorating this area, and then I realized I only have 8 pieces of podzol. So we're gonna go back out, do a little bit more adventuring. We're gonna go to a mega taiga and collect a bunch of podzol, and hopefully I can find some of the cold variant animals while I'm there and we can bring those guys home. I should probably grab leads. This is not the right kind of taiga. I see a fluffy cow. Ooh, and another one. Perfect. Ooh, and I see some pigs. Ah! Keep losing my cow. Come on. Let's go grab these pigs. And then we just need chickens and podzol. I am a bit worried about finding chickens with these foxes around. Oh my goodness, cow. Please. Stay on the lead, sir.
One eternity later.
My leads. Oh, chicken! My leads kept breaking, so I brought the pigs and cows back. Oh, chicken, I'm so happy to see you. Come here. You're mine. Do you have any friends? It's okay if you don't, but I've come back and I've just found my chicken, and now I need to collect a bit of podzol, and I'm gonna grab some coarse dirt so I don't have to craft that as well. I saw that fox. You get out of here. My chicken. I'm gonna be so upset. Hey! Get away from him! We'll be quite devastated if that fox kills my chicken after all of that time I just spent searching for my chicken. Now I have 2 chickens. So annoying. I don't want to hurt the fox, but if I have to... Why did he jump like that? You know what? We're gonna go elsewhere. He can have this area if he wants it so bad. Okay, let's get out of here. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. Only 1 chicken made it back, but that's fine. I don't care anymore. Just please get in the chicken coop, sir. This took so long. And hopefully I can get another one. Oh, perfect. Oh, we got 3. No! I'm gonna lose it. Anyways, I want to do a bit of decorating before I do any more builds. Starting with a pathway, I want to connect up the one we have over there and create one that goes through this area here. I've packed mud and mud bricks, and I'm just gonna start laying this all out. And I'll do a bit of decorating along the pathway as well. But first, I wanna just get this in place. I thought I heard pillagers again. It's just this dude. You know what? I'll take some small drip leaf. Ooh, and some gunpowder. That's not a bad deal. And with that, I think it's time for you guys to leave. Well, that was weird. They just up and left. I have no idea where they went. Oh my god! Why? That scared me so bad. Okay, that was embarrassing. Let's take care of these guys again. Just needed more mud. We now have a pathway that leads all the way to our little animal farm, and we've done a little bit of detailing. I put in a mixture of coarse dirt, podzol, some path blocks, and even a bit of granite and some spruce planks, and I think that adds a nice texturing to the ground. And then I just threw in some grass and some of the wildflowers, and I think that looks super cute so far. I realized I could just grow the big spruce trees, so I didn't really need to go collect all that podzol, but I didn't have to waste any gravel or dirt making some coarse dirt, so that worked out fine. I didn't continue the detailing on the ground over in this direction because I want to get these last two buildings in place before I do. And I also added a little wheat field over here. We're going to add more little fields in this area, but I want to just get these last few structures in place so we can finalize everything and really see the area we have to work with. So now I'm going to just work on a little pig barn and sheep barn, and we will come back and finish this area off. So now let's just cut to the time lapse. 3 time lapses in one video. I think that's definitely a new record for me. But for the sheep barn, it's pretty similar to the cow barn, except I don't have those 2 little overhangs on the side. It's basically the same shape otherwise, and I flipped the color palette so the wall is now stone and the roof is wood rather than the other way around with the cows. Wait, no, that's not right. The roof is stone, the walls are stone, and then there's a little bit of wall that is wood? I don't know what I'm trying to say. You can see it. We can all see it. I'm on day 3 or 4 of editing, and I'm slowly losing my mind, but if you're still watching at this point, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna stop talking now, but I'll be back in about 10 seconds. And here we are, the last 2 structures are complete. I completely forgot to start recording the time-lapse when I was working on this one until I was nearly done with it. So unfortunately, I don't have anything to show for that one, but here it is. And over in our sheep barn, we can come in here, we've got some hay bales over there, as well as a little loft up here with more hay bales. And down here around the corner, we have a whole automatic wool farm with every single wool color, and I'm actually a little proud of myself. I did not need a tutorial for this at all. I'm finally learning some things about redstone. This took several hours, but I'm very happy with it. We will still need to come in here and decorate a bit more. This one doesn't have a sheep on display because there's 3 of them back there. This little area over here is just going to be some storage because I can't count, and this is a 4-block section, whereas all the other ones are 3-block sections. But I think it still works out. We've still got all of them in place here, and they are producing a nice amount of wool for us. And I also added in over here a little trapdoor. Just goes down into this secret little storage room where all of our different eggs are collected. I connected up all of the hoppers down here. I will have to come decorate this as well, but I really want to get the visible areas done first. And I've finally set up our creaking heart over here. I've built a little pit. I haven't collected any yet. I tried last night. He spawned outside of the pit. I ran away, went to sleep, and then started recording this segment. So I'm gonna expand this a little bit further, and we'll try again tonight when the sun sets. Oh no, I just saw the sun is setting. We are running out of time. Oh, he moves so fast. He's so creepy. All right. I'm going to bed. Hide out down here with these guys, go to bed, and we will try again in the morning. Also need to light up the area because I did see a bunch of mobs spawning around the pit, and I'd rather only have 1 threat at a time. And it's day 841, which means it has officially taken me 100 days on this project so far. You know, I think I'm realizing this is a waste of time because it's just gonna spawn where it's touching. Dang it! Oh, he scared me. Perfect, and I should be able to make another one. Block of resin, and then creaking heart. Perfect. So we'll have 2. That'll double our resin tonight. Now, while I wait for night to fall, I can go ahead and grab my pigs, and we can bring them into their new home. I've got these 2 here. Grab some of the regular pigs, and I have my cold pigs over there we can grab. And I brought some carrots so we can make some baby pigs. 1 of each. Where's that last one? Perfect. And now while we... Hey! You stand there. And now while we wait, I'm going to continue this detailing on the ground over in this area, and we'll probably add another wheat field or maybe a carrot field over here. I think the sun is setting and I forgot to light up the area, so hang on. I need to quickly break down this coal. Quickly, I can't believe that took me a full day of nothing. Hopefully these guys spawn where they're supposed to. He spawned outside again. I hear him following me, but I need to light this up. I should have done this honestly so long ago. I don't know why I haven't. Probably because it's a little bit ugly, but maybe that'll motivate me to actually finish this area off and add some nice lighting in. I wonder if I'll be able to just push him in the pit. Where's this second one? Oh gosh, there he is. I'm not a huge fan of the sounds they make. It's kind of creepy, but I want to see if this is working. Well, this is easy enough. Let's go up there and do it some more. Oh, hey dudes. And it's now the morning, so they've disappeared. I've got quite a bit of resin. Feel like we'll still need a bit more, but this is a good starting place and not bad for one night. So now I can take some of this and add it to the ground. I carried that texturing throughout the entire farm, and all that was left was to add a few more crop fields in, throw a few decorative glowberries around, plant a few trees, and finally complete the pathway throughout the farm. And with that, the farm is now complete. Let me take you through here before the sun completely goes down. So I was happy with this area, but I thought it needed more greenery, so I threw in some of the azalea trees. I've got a few torch flowers in here, some firefly bushes, lots of the little wildflowers, and I've added in a few crop fields. I've got potatoes over here and wheat over here, and I added in a few little custom barrels. I put a fire coral block and then surrounded it with some spruce trapdoors. And we can pretend this is like a little barrel of beetroot. And over here I have raw iron. I thought maybe this could be a potato or something. I don't know. We're using our imaginations here. And up here I did one with some resin. We can pretend those are carrots. I also have a ton of animals free roaming in here. I'm not worried about them staying in their pens. I think it'll add a little bit more life to this area. And I was about to say I don't usually even eat the animals as I have steak in my hand. But I mostly just eat golden carrots, so it's not like I really need to farm them or anything. This is just for fun. So our pathway, we can go either way. We'll go this way first, past our little pig barn, and through these fields here up to the sheep area. And I added in some water here. This was mostly because I needed water sources for my crop fields, but I thought it looked really cute, so I added some trapdoors around it. And we can pretend it's a little water trough for some of our animals. Up by the chickens, I've got some carrots and some beetroot, and the carrots do cover up our little trapdoor here, so that is nice, and we have a ton of eggs. This is insane. I don't know what I will need all of these eggs for, but I will have them. But I'll have them for whatever I need them for, and we can go this way, and it just loops around to the front here. Oh, what's happening over here? I broke that for some reason, and I guess I forgot to replace it, so I'll have to remember to do that. But it goes all the way back along here and comes back to the front here. And in this direction, we go past the pig pen and past our little cow barn. And I put some composters and I filled them all the way up just for a little bit more texture on top of them. And the pathway can continue this way for whatever we choose to build in this direction. So I've left this available and we can just cut through the fence and build something over there. There are a lot of chickens in here. I didn't really think this one through and I just made another one. Oops. I also saw this donkey the whole time I was building, so when I was gathering up all the animals, I just grabbed him and put him in here too. I will have to tame him and grab him a saddle at some point. Other little details, I put in some scarecrows with just some fences, a hay bale, and some pumpkins, and I added a ton of jack-o'-lanterns around for some lighting as well. And here is a quick overview of the farm in the daytime. We'll do a little walkthrough as well, but it's just a cute little cozy area. I love it so much. Let me get down from here really quick. I'm very glad we finally have a place for all of our animals and they're not just scattered around randomly in the world. I think this area is super cute and cozy and I love that we have all of the free roaming animals. I think it just adds a little bit more life into this world and I cannot wait to keep expanding with some more builds. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. Remember to be kind to yourself and be kind to others, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye!